In the summer of 2019, Man United managed to outcompete Man City, for the signature of Harry Maguire from Leicester City. Manchester United had the chance to even go in for Ruben Diaz, who was less by some 10-20 millions from Portugal, but they are so much hinged on obviously signing in an English player that time, as the brand of Manchester United was built on these English players. United managed to cough 80 million pounds for Harry Maguire, and he went ahead to become the most expensive defender. Remember, before Harry Maguire getting that move to Manchester United that costed United 80 million pounds, Virgil van Dijk was the most expensive player, who was signed for, I think, 70 to 75 million pounds from Southampton to the side of Liverpool. When he came in through, he was there and then given the armband when Ashley Young left for Inter Milan, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer gave him the armband. But Harry Maguire has had very many bad seasons at the club of Manchester United until Erik ten Hag came in here and obviously dethroned him off the captaincy for the club of Manchester United. And that's when you started to see some good performances from Harry Maguire. And Harry Maguire and Manchester United have been at the brink of really departing, But Harry Maguire has been the reason as to why he has not really left, as he has always told the club of Man United that if you cover my salary, then I will go. For example, when West Ham needed him, Harry Maguire was only going to get 100,000 pounds from the side of West Ham, and he told the club of Manchester United that you are selling me to West Ham, but I'm willing to go if at all you are willing to compensate my contract, because I have a contract where I earn 200,000 pounds a week, and West Ham is going to be giving me only 100. So I really want that 100. And by then, Harry Maguire was left with, were they told, 2 seasons in, because he signed a 6-year contract, and his contract is supposed to end, this season. You understand? So if you multiply 100,000 by 4, that is 400,000. That is like 5 million pounds. And United had to pay close to 10 to 16 million pounds to Harry Maguire in compensation. And Man United were like, we are selling you because we want to raise money to bring in other players, and we reduce the wage bill or the wage burden. And if at all you're calling in for that, then we are not obviously going to be moving you on. So that's how Harry Maguire survived. Not until Ruben Amorim came in through, and he's the man responsible for everything we are obviously going to be discussing here, that there are new contract talks between Manchester United and Harry Maguire. Welcome to the United Matters channel. How are you guys? I know you're watching us from. That was a little synopsis of how Harry Maguire came in through here from 2019 to how he has reached to the new contract talks at the club of Manchester United. And guess who has gone ahead to break this story? It's none other than Fabrizio Romano. And he's one of the best when it comes to dropping stories concerning football. He has told us that Manchester United are in talks with Harry Maguire over a new deal with existing contract due to expire in June. Face-to-face meeting with his camp took place in the recent days, and move will follow to discuss conditions. Man United happy with Harry Maguire contribution and leadership. Now, Harry Maguire saw his other year triggered by the club of Manchester United in his contract. You understand? It was really triggered, and a lot really went ahead to happen in there. And that 1 year is expiring next summer. So, Harry Maguire has come up and obviously excited people at the club of Manchester United. And the board wanted to move him on, but the manager said, I really want him. And the reasons they are giving us of keeping him are all about leadership and what he has gone ahead to offer. But what's my stance? My stance is all about, why don't you offload the guy? Because If you offload Harry Maguire, you are saving £200,000 a week. And I know there are talks that Man United have told Harry Maguire, if he wants to stay, he needs to take a pay cut. You know? And if I'm Harry Maguire, I think he has gone ahead to hit 30 years. I think he really stands a very huge chance to go to a club like West Ham, Everton, and so on and so forth, to see himself really earning a good sign-on fee and a good salary in there as a player. So, if I'm Harry Maguire, I leave Manchester United if they don't get me my money, because I can get that money elsewhere. And in this process, where the rebuild is really going on as well as planned, I think Harry Maguire shouldn't be part of the plan, as United has very many options in there. You know, Lisandro Martinez, Lenny Yoro, Aiden Heaven, Matthias De Ligt, Mazarawi, you know, Patrick Dogu can play in there. We're having Fredrickson, you get? So there are very many players, you know. Luke Shaw is still there. So we have very many players that can play into that central defense. And it's high time we got rid of him and got in another player. If it's all about getting in an English player, then we should look out well and see how things will pan out for the club of Manchester United in there. So, as it stands, we are here to let you know that Man United is doing the due diligence to see to it they keep Harry Maguire. For me, I don't agree with it. Let the lad go. Let him go. As you save £200,000 a week, that is £800,000 a week. A month is 800, you know. A year, that is close to £10 million. Now, I don't think that Harry Maguire will accept a contract of 1 year. No, he will need a contract of 2 years. And that means you're going to be spending close to £20 million again on Harry Maguire. That is really costly. And why would I spend that amount of money on a player like Harry Maguire, who is not even a first team starter, yet I can really get money and get in a defender who can come in through and do the needful? I understand some stories might come out to indicate that the lad is English, and they want home-based players. Now, if it's all about looking in for home-based players, let's break the bank, go to Everton, you know, and sign Brentworth. That is it. Jarrod Brentworth. Let's go and get him in, you know. He can earn like £150,000 a week, and we can pay off the 60, 70 million pounds that is wanted by the side of Everton. That is it. So from here, I don't know what your thoughts are about it, but I'm not in support of Man United getting Harry Maguire a new contract. I don't know what your thoughts are about it, but it's not something that I could come here and I hugely support. You understand? Because I don't see him make any sense staying at Manchester United. He's not one of those that you think deserves to be here in this project. Clubs that do rebuild, they only keep players at that age who are really very, very integral to the squad. But I tell you, if they tell you Harry Maguire is out of the squad of Man United, do you feel any worry that he's really thrown under the bus? I don't think so. I don't feel any worry when Harry Maguire is out of our squad. So why should we insist on keeping him? Let's show him the exit door. And for him as a player, he'll be excited because he just wants to be around Manchester United. That is it. They're talking about leadership. Which leadership does he have? You know, he doesn't have any leadership skills. Tell me, when did you see Harry Maguire act as a leader? I've never seen him do that, you know. So the reason as to why Amorim wants to keep the players because of his height, and he has thrown him in most of the games where United are really looking in for a goal, and he goes in for that long ball for Harry Maguire to obviously head it, maybe into the goal hole, setting it up for a play of Manchester United. But I don't see any sporting merits that keep this lad in here. I'm calling for your reactions into the comment section below. Do you think Harry Maguire should be rewarded a new Man United contract? You know, if yes, get me the reason. If no, also get me the reason in the comment section below. Because for me, I don't think he's worth a new contract at the club of Manchester United. He's not worth it, according to me. I don't know whether it makes sense if you really agree or disagree with me. I'm out.